Have a quick revision on the arc length basic formulas. When you have a function of the form y equal to f of x with the boundaries x equal to a and x equal to b, the formula for arc length is integral a to b root of 1 plus dy by dx the whole square into dx. You can approximate the function y equal to f of x by the hypotenuse for this triangle. We know that base is delta x and the height is delta y. So the hypotenuse will be delta x the whole square plus delta y the whole square and the square root of the sum of squares. If you take out delta x common outside from the expression of hypotenuse, it approximately looks like the same expression. And arc length of curve x equal to f of y with the boundaries y equal to a and y equal to b is given by integral a to b root of 1 plus dx divided by dy the whole square into dy. If you have parametric equations x equal to f of t and y equal to phi of t with the boundaries of parameter t from a to b, the corresponding arc length is obtained by integral a to b root of dx by dt the whole square plus dy by dt the whole square into dt. If the curve has the equation of the format r equal to f of theta with the range of variation of theta from alpha to beta, the arc length of the curve is integral alpha to beta root of r square plus dr by d theta the whole square into d theta. If the curve is of the form theta equal to f of r with the range of variation of r from a to b, the arc length is integral a to b root of 1 plus r d theta divided by dr the whole square into dr. Let's look at an example. Find the entire length of cardioid r equals a into 1 plus cos theta. Prove that upper half is bisected by theta equals pi by 3. So the cardioid r equal to a into 1 plus cos theta looks like this. We know that the ray considered from the origin has to travel from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi to trace the entire cardioid. Here the cardioid equation looks like the format curve r equal to f of theta with the range of variation of theta from theta equals 0 to theta equal pi. So we will make use of this equation here. We found the range of variation of theta. Our next step will be to find out dr by d theta. That is taking derivative of this expression r equals a into 1 plus cos theta with respect to theta. We have dr by d theta equals minus a into sin theta. Hence the arc length is given by integral 0 to pi root of r square plus dr by d theta the whole square into d theta. We know that the cardioid is symmetric with respect to x-axis. Hence the arc length of this cardioid above the x-axis is same as the length of the cardioid below the x-axis, and we are asked to find the entire length. So we will do twice the length of the cardioid above the x-axis. We substitute for the expressions r and dr by d theta. We have 1 plus cos theta which has to be replaced by 2 into cos square theta by 2. So that the resultant root of 2 into 1 plus cos theta becomes 2 into 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 into 2 when taken outside square root it becomes 2. So 2a into 2 multiplied, we obtain 4a as the constant outside the integral. We integrate cos theta by 2 and apply the limits 0 and pi, and we get the resultant answer as 8a. So the length of the upper half of the curve, that is the length of cardioid above the x-axis, considered as 4a. Also the length of the arc AP from 0 to pi by 3 is, having considered the point P where the ray meets the cardioid with the angle theta equals pi by 3, we get, and A being marked here, we get the length of the arc AP of the cardioid with theta from 0 to theta equal to pi by 3, and we have the resultant arc length of the arc AP given by integral 0 to pi by 3 root of 2 into 1 plus cos theta d theta. Because we follow the same steps without the 2 multiplied. This 2 was multiplied here because we just evaluated the length of the upper curve, and in this case when you evaluate the length of arc AP, we need not multiply 2, so only this expression is to be evaluated. Hence the steps will be reduced till here in the same format without 2 being multiplied. So our answer for the length of the curve AP will be A into integral 0 to pi root of 2 into 1 plus cos theta, and the upper and lower limits will be 0 to pi by 3 for the arc AP. We follow the same steps and the reduced format will be cos theta by 2, which is to be integrated using the upper and lower limit 0 to pi by 3, and we get the answer as 2a. Area of the upper curve of the cardioid obtained was 4a, and now the arc length of AP is 2a, which is actually half the length of upper half of the cardioid. Hence we can conclude the proof.